and it is a theory course now. Continuous evaluation is 30 as usual. Semester and evaluation is 70 marks. Total is 100 marks. Before going to learn data structures course, you should thorough regarding problem solving methods and programming in C. I think both the courses taught by me only for your particular section. Am I correct? Now come to the course outcomes. Today I will just explain what is what. Tomorrow I will start with the exact syllabus. What is the first course outcome is analyze operations on linear data structures like stack, queue, and linked list. In the C programming course, you learned about arrays. After that, structures. After that, strings, letter unions, and so on. We stopped at some particular point. We continue with some other data structures. Actually, we don't know, those are all data structures only. Whatever we studied in our first year course, arrays, structures, strings, unions, all those are data structures only. Now the continuation data structures are stacks, queues, and linked list. The first CO tells about that same. We need to analyze the operations. Those are called linear data structures, stack, queue, and linked list. So in the first CO, we need to analyze the operations on linear data structures. Second CO, I will come back again. Come to third CO. Demonstrate the algorithms for operations on binary search, AVL, and B trees. That means here in CO3 also these are called data structures only. But these are, in addition to these trees, there is another data structure called graphs. That means binary tree, binary search tree, AVL tree, B tree, and graphs. Of course, we did not include it in the CO3. All these combinedly called as a non-linear data structures. Right? So the CO1 deals with linear data structures. CO3 deals with non-linear data structures. Fine. So we understood that there are two types of data structures. One is linear and another one is non-linear. Now come to CO4. Implement searching and sorting techniques and assess its performance. Basing on linear and non-linear data structures, what you are going to do? There are several applications. But in the present course, simple applications are searching and sorting. These applications maybe include a linear data structure or a non-linear data structure. Right? That is about CO4. And now come to CO2. CO2 is more generic. That means there will be given a problem to you. You need to understand the problem. And you thoroughly study the problem. And you need to select by yourself whether it can be solved by a linear data structure or a non-linear data structure. You need to select it and you need to solve. That is the CO2. So which is a most generic course outcome. Fine. So these all four course outcomes are mapped with program outcomes and program specific outcomes. So this is about the course outcomes. The textbook is Sahani. It's a Sahani textbook. Fundamentals of data structures in C. And in addition to this, data structures and algorithms in C, this is LNVs. Sorry, LNVs. LNVs and Sahani. These two textbooks are the main textbooks for our course. First one is Sahani, second one is LNVs. These are some reference books and some e-resources. There are four topics. First deals with the basic concepts, and next with searching. Next is stack. Stack is one data structure, linear data structure. Next is queue. Queue is also a linear data structure. Linked list, of course, it is both linear and non-linear, but I'll say it is a linear. Next, basing on this linked list, how to do the polynomial operations. Now the trees, binary trees. Binary trees in the sense is a part of a type of a tree, which is a non-linear data structure. Binary search tree. Efficient multi-way search trees. Keep means it is also a tree, type of a tree. Now graphs. Graphs is also a data structure. Graph is also a data structure where you studied in your discrete mathematics course. Graph. The same graph here also will be useful, which is a non-linear data structure. Next is sorting. Next is hashing. Yeah. Hashing is, I told you, of course, all the contents will not be covered in course outcomes, but hashing is advanced version to the searching. Here in CO4, I mentioned about searching. Advanced version to searching is, there are two types of searchings, linear search and binary search. Advanced version of linear searching is a hash. All those things we are going to study in this semester. See, my idea is, being a good software developer as an information technology student, if you want to be a good programmer, you should not learn more and more languages. It is not a good practice to learn each and every language whenever it comes into the market. That is not a job of a programmer. What is a job of programmer is, you need to solve the complex problems in an efficient way. What is efficient way? I will explain you. If you want to solve the complex problems in an efficient way, you need a sound knowledge of the data structures. Data structures, if you read data structures, or if you are thorough about the data structures, you will get a capability to write a logic irrespective of the language you are using. Language depends on syntax, but you must be thorough on writing the logic. You must good at writing the logic. Suppose there are some list of the items. For example, you want to organize a list of online players in an online game. which is banned recently. What is that? Online game banned recently. I think you are very familiar about that.
PUBG.
Ah, yes, PUBG. Harisudarshanam, PUBG. Okay. A list of online players if you want to maintain as a record. What is the simple solution till now you have is array. You can have, suppose 1,000 players are there, you can make an array of 1,000 elements, and you can place each and every name into one block, isn't it? That is a simple solution. But adding the new element, remove the element in the sense new name of the player, new name of the player, add the new name of the player, remove the existing player, and search for some player. Suppose someone Harisudarshanam, whether he is there in the list of the players who are playing currently or not. Suppose we want to search, that is a search operation, isn't it? We want to add something, we want to remove something. All these operations we need to do in an efficient way. What is efficient way? Previously also I mentioned. What is efficient way means in a less amount of time, very less amount of time. That is efficient way. That is always required. You should not write a program which will take an input and get you the output after 1 hour or 2 hours. It is not a good program, right? So you need to optimize the time complexity. So in the case of arrays, the time complexity is, the possible operations are possible, but time complexity is linear. Linear in the sense maybe a big O of n square. I will explain you what is the time complexity. Don't worry. But as of now, time complexity is not reasonable in that case. The better solution than the array is self-balanced binary search tree. That is a non-linear data structure, which will be executes these three operations in a logarithmic time. That means if you apply any logarithm, then the value is very less. Right? Other than array, you can use the self-balanced binary search tree in this case. Better than and the best solution is hashing table. As I told you about the hashing in the last year, hashing. If you apply this hash table, there is a data structure called hash table. If you apply that hash table, then you can get within a fraction amount of time the three operations, like add a new player, remove an existing player, search for a player, like that. Suppose you are browsing in a Google about something. Go to google.com and press data structures. Then you will get an answer in a very milliseconds. Right? That is a time. How much time you are going to get operations, execute the operations. That is nothing but an efficient way. Right? If you are searching for a product in an Amazon, if you want to buy something goggles, if you type in an Amazon, if you got the result after one hour, do you want to use the Amazon? No, people get irritated. You should get in a milliseconds. How you are going to get in a milliseconds? There should be a data structure inside that, right? Suppose if you consider another example, in that example, maybe a hashing will not work, hash table will not work. Suppose an example, there is an item and its cost. 10 items, item number 1 to 10, name of the item and the cost. Suppose another item is taken other than these 10 items. That item cost we can able to predict, which is very closest to all these 10. That is the task. If it is the task, binary search tree, in particular self-balancing binary search tree, is the appropriate data structure. That means choosing the appropriate data structure to solve the problem is very, very important, which is CO2. CO1 deals with how to apply the operations on a linear data structure. CO3 deals with how to apply the operations on a non-linear data structure. CO4 with searching and sorting. That is all the applications of one of the applications of data structure. CO2 is how to choose a data structure to solve a particular problem in an efficient way. See, friends, my suggestion is you should thorough about the data structures, because the companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, the biggest companies, there should be a questions from data structures in the first round of the interview. If it is clear, then only they will move to the next level. Fine. In the second year, first semester, you are studying data structures. In the second semester, you have to study algorithms. Both are interlinked. Both are interlinked. Data structures and algorithms. If you are funda about these two topics, then only you can be able to attend the interviews, right? As all of you know, you are living in an information age and information technology. So where the information is very, very important. Information is nothing but data. How to store the data, how to fetch the data, and how to process it. That everything will be discussed as a part of data structures course. Friends, don't be absent for any class. Since we are dealing in a offline, please be sincere. I would like to give the maximum content as an input to you. Please don't be absent to any one class, because this is an entirely new topics. So there will be a problem in understanding if you are missing any one class. I will start with from tomorrow the exact course. What are the topics? Everything I will start from tomorrow. And we have the lab, especially I want to say how to deal the lab, right? I'm thinking to do it with the Moodle. Have you aware about how to do the Moodle? Do you have experience with Moodle?